Morning. Day 2 of hauling on this particular contract anyways. About the week before Christmas. Kind of feel like Santa Claus. It's kind of related. Hope Santa Claus brings us some new tires for Christmas. These ones are getting a little long in the tooth. Oh yeah. It might be getting close to time. So for us, tires on semis, they never get wore out by miles. They get wore out from turning and from age. Tire, I think 7 to 10 years is about all they recommend on tires, but we turn so much on asphalt, all these tight turns and stuff, we tend to go through tires kind of quicker than that. But they probably only have, I don't know, less than 40,000 miles in that time frame. So I'm gonna be loading out of the side draw again. But we actually got rained out yesterday. We never hauled the first load. And I completely forgot to tarp this truck, so I'm gonna make sure we don't have any water in here. Should be fine, but got a little bit of watery corn, that'll be all right. They wouldn't have found that anyways, but I'd have felt real dumb if I got up there and there's a puddle of water in the trailer. So one thing that we're going to set up to do, I'm going to start transferring everything into this bin that we're pulling out of the side draw. So I need to pull the centers out of number 3 bin, which is right there. But I need to change my load out, or my consigner on the leg. To go to the correct bin. So now, when I turn that bin on, we should be going directly into this bin. Turn on our number 2 jump auger, our number 3 jump auger, and our number 3 unload auger. Not exactly throwing a lot of corn out. BJ over there. We should either complete our contract or be really close. Now when I say contract, I mean we had basically the grain market is sold on the Chicago Board of Trade, and then each individual elevator has what they call their basis. So a basis is, let's just use round numbers. Let's say the Chicago Board of Trade is selling corn at $4, but your local elevator, Cargill here in this circumstance, their basis is -50, hypothetically. That would mean that you're getting $3.50 for your corn taking it to that Cargill. Or if they're a +50, that would mean you're getting $4.50. So basically, think of it as the basis is how your local elevator is controlling their supply. Basically that's the supply and demand in your local area, but the Chicago Board of Trade is more of the supply and demand on the global scale. But we can contract in or we can set up contracts and sell grain ahead of time. So this was a short sale. This wasn't a long-term sale, but basically we had some numbers in mind we were looking to get. Our grain marketer called and said, hey, if we sell now and can get it here by such and such date, we can get this price at Chillicothe Cargill. So here we are. We contracted. Basically that sets the price on that grain. 18,000 bushels. We, boom, contract. We're going to get paid this much grain, or this much dollars on these 18,000 bushels. Doesn't matter what the market does before, or doesn't matter what the market's done before, it doesn't matter after we set that contract price. So when I say our contract, that's what I'm talking about. And then whatever we have over, say we have a 20,000 bushel contract, it ends up taking 20 truckloads and we have 100 extra bushels, that's going to get just sold as cash, meaning whatever the market and basis are that day. Had to bring Mrs. Brown lunch. In here working hard, aren't you?
You're watching Travis work hard.
And Travis is over here doing updates on the combine. Part of that Fent Gold Star warranty over here. You guys remember that pesky feeder house chain? Well, ain't gonna be a problem no more. Travis, I've noticed a pattern. It gets cold and all of a sudden the combine needs updates.
Well, yeah, gotta be smart. Find the warm spots.
There you go. You want to drive? What kind of Christmas sweater today?
Looking like a snack.
All right, Gil, get over here. You're a Billy Big Rigger now.
Okay. You're not closing the door?
I've lost my co-pilot. Something about having to pick up kids from school. Well guys, that is going to be it for today. We actually have a couple sales meetings after this for inputs. Speaking of inputs, I was listening to some talk radio and they were talking about some of the stuff the government is trying to do and whatnot, and I heard Senator Mike Johnson talking about farm subsidies, so I know I'm going to start getting comments about that. I'm just going to give you my take on it instead of typing it to 47 people. So, if that bill passes, it sounds like we will get government subsidies, so will every other farmer that qualifies, and I think we're in an area where we would qualify. I wish they wouldn't do it. Why would you think that? Why wouldn't you want free money? Because it sounds like it's going to be $55 an acre on corn and like $32 an acre on beans. So, I mean, it's a fair amount of money. Would it short term help a little bit? Yeah, I mean, that's a chunk of change. Here's my thoughts on it though. Inputs are insanely high for the years that we've had. That money sure is crap. Ain't going to help that situation any. Rent or land rent and land buying around this area will not die down any. Usually when you have bad years like that, people start pumping the brakes on, purchasing more land. Land prices might come down. Nah, that won't happen. Property taxes will probably go up a little bit more, so that's not good either. And one other thing, I mean, some of the farmers that have probably not made the best decisions, they will keep farming. And that sounds harsh, but that's the reality. There's some people in every area that probably don't do some of the smartest things in the world, and that money will keep them in business, which makes it harder to compete for everybody else. The people that have done their due diligence and done well, now they're going to have to compete with someone that probably hasn't. So it kind of sucks. That's my take on it. I'm sure that might surprise some of you, and some of you probably feel the same way I do. That's my thoughts. If it's available, I mean, we're going to apply for it because everyone else in the area is going to apply for it. I just wish it wasn't available. So, yeah, that's my thought on this current round of spending. One thing I really disliked about what I heard Senator Johnson talking about was the way he worded it. I mean, it made it sound like every farmer is in danger of going out of business and all that stuff. I want to be clear. I have never once on this channel talked about how we're not doing okay. We don't need these government subsidies. Could we do things better? Yeah, but we have really done our job at making sure we make good business decisions, and we don't need these. But trust them. They're the government. They're there to help. Right? Right. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm not sure when this video will come out, but if it comes out right before Christmas or right after Christmas, Merry Christmas, and I hope you had a good Christmas. One of the two. And if you would, drop us a comment. Let me know your thoughts on these government spending programs, especially if you're a farmer. I'm curious how other farmers view this. Yeah, let me see what you think, and hit that thumbs up and subscribe button if you would. See ya.